property's value is bleeding out right now, and you don't even know it. Most California landlords don't realize their unit's rental value drops measurably after day 11 on the market, especially during peak season. You are making pricing mistakes in that first week that lock in below market rent for the next 12 months. This isn't about vacancy, it's about a permanent reduction in your income. Here's exactly what the data says and how to stop losing money before you even meet a single applicant. During peak leasing season, which runs from May through August, California rental demand is front-loaded into a narrow, intense 11-day decision window. You might think your unit will fetch the same rent on day 20 as it would on day 5, but the market disagrees. Data consistently shows that for every day your unit sits vacant past day 11, its perceived value, and thus its achievable rent, declines. This isn't a slow erosion. It's a measurable drop of 1 to 3% per day in some markets. Why? Because the most qualified, most motivated renters, those with job transfers, school starts, or expiring leases, are making their decisions quickly. They are actively comparing units, attending multiple showings, and signing leases within that initial surge of availability. If your unit isn't priced right, marketed aggressively, and managed efficiently within that 11-day window, you miss the prime tenant pool. You're left with applicants who are either less qualified, less urgent, or simply unwilling to pay top dollar. Now here's where it gets interesting. This isn't just about losing a few days of rent. A 30-day vacancy on a $2,800 per month unit costs you $2,800 in lost income. But the real damage is the permanent rent reduction. If that unit eventually leases for 5% less because it sat on the market too long, that's an additional $140 per month, or $1,680 over a 12-month lease. This is money you will never recover. Let's put some hard numbers to this. You have a $2,800 per month unit. You list it on day 1, but you're a little unsure of the price, so you list it at $2,750, thinking you'll attract more interest. Or perhaps you price it at $2,900, hoping for a higher return, but it sits for 2 weeks with minimal inquiries. Both are mistakes that cost you dearly. Consider the scenario where you misprice high. You list your $2,800 unit at $2,900. After 14 days with no strong applicants, you realize your error and drop the price to $2,800. By then, the peak demand has passed. You might lease it on day 25. That's 25 days vacant, costing you roughly $2,333 in lost rent. But because you missed the peak demand, the market now signals a lower value. You end up leasing it for $2,700. That's a $100 monthly loss, or $1,200 annually. Add that to your vacancy loss, and you've effectively lost over $3,500 on this one lease cycle. But wait, there's a catch. The same applies if you price too low. If you prematurely discount your $2,800 unit to $2,750 on day 1, you lose $50 per month, or $600 annually, even if it rents immediately. You've essentially given away $600 for no reason. The goal is to hit the sweet spot within that narrow 11-day window. This is how to price rental property California landlords need to understand. To avoid these costly errors, you need a disciplined pricing formula. First, a thorough comp poll is non-negotiable. Look at recently leased comparable units within a half-mile radius, not just currently listed ones. Pay attention to square footage, number of beds, baths, amenities, and condition. Don't just look at the asking price. Find out what they actually rented for. Second, understand demand signals. During peak season, your initial inquiry volume is a critical indicator. If you list your $2,800 unit and get 20 quality inquiries in the first 48 hours, you might be priced too low. If you get 0, you're priced too high. Pricing to the top of your comp range on day 1 is not greed. It is the only mathematically correct move during peak leasing. The high demand volume covers your risk, allowing the market to tell you if you are wrong within 72 hours. If you get little to no interest by day 3, you can adjust down. This strategy minimizes your loss, compared to starting low and leaving money on the table for an entire year. Your true market rate is what a qualified tenant is willing to pay within that 11-day window. The speed of your response directly correlates with your success during peak leasing season. Here's a statistic. Responding to inquiries within 2 hours during peak season increases your showing conversion rate by an estimated 60% compared to next-day responses. Think about it. Peak season renters are not casually browsing. they are actively making decisions. They are typically choosing between 3 to 5 units simultaneously. If you wait 24 hours to respond, they've already moved on to the next landlord who was responsive. You are literally losing money by being slow. Implement a system. Use autoresponders that confirm receipt and provide a clear next step, perhaps a pre-screening questionnaire or a link to schedule a showing. But follow up personally and quickly. Beyond speed, you must pre-qualify showing traffic. Don't waste your time, or theirs, showing a unit to someone who can't afford it or doesn't meet your criteria. A simple pre-screening questionnaire sent with your initial response can filter out unqualified leads. Ask about income, credit score, move-in date, and pet situation. This ensures that the people you are actually showing the unit to are serious, qualified candidates. This is a critical rental listing days on market cost reduction strategy. To truly dominate peak leasing, you need a systematic approach. Your 7-day launch checklist is your playbook. 1. Day -7 to -5. Property prep and photos, *, ensure your unit is rent-ready. Professional photos and a virtual tour are non-negotiable. Bad photos are costing you money. 2. Day -4. Draft listing and pre-screening, *, write your compelling listing description highlighting key features and neighborhood benefits. Create your pre-screening questionnaire. 3. Day -3. Pre-launch marketing, *, start teasing the unit. Post coming soon notices on social media or local forums. Get your application link ready. 4. Day -2. Go live with photos, *, list your unit on all major platforms, Zillow, Apartments.com, etc. with professional photos. Crucially, make it available for showings starting on day 1. 5. Day -1. Respond and schedule, *, respond to all inquiries within 2 hours. Send your pre-screening questionnaire. Start scheduling your first block of showings for day 1 and day 2. 6. Day 1. First showings and application push, *. Conduct your first showings. Have applications readily available. In every reply to inquiries, include your application link. This is how to reduce vacancy days rental property owners should implement. 7. Day 2 to 3. Evaluate and adjust, *. Monitor inquiry volume. If you're not seeing robust interest, be prepared to adjust your price by day 3. The market tells you everything you need to know. This proactive approach separates landlords who fill units in under 11 days from those who discount into a bad lease. Don't be the latter. This is a crucial California self-managing landlord strategy. Every day past day 11 on market during peak season statistically correlates with a price reduction of 1 to 3%, meaning a 30-day vacancy on a $2,800 per month unit can cost you $3,000 plus in permanent annual rent loss, not just vacancy days. Pricing to the top of your comp range on day 1 is not greed. It is the only mathematically correct move during peak leasing, because demand volume covers your risk and lets the market tell you if you are wrong within 72 hours. Responding to inquiries within 2 hours during peak season increases your showing conversion rate by an estimated 60% compared to next-day responses. Peak season renters are choosing between 3 to 5 units simultaneously and will not wait for you. A written 7-day pre-launch checklist, including photos, live 48 hours before availability, a pre-screened showing queue, and an application link in every reply, separates landlords who fill units in under 11 days from those who discount into a bad lease, powered by LeaseBase intelligence.